Yo, welcome back to my channel, Alex here. First of all, before I start the video, I want to thank you guys because you guys have subscribed to me and I finally hit the 100 subscriber marks. I really appreciate that and I glad that you guys actually enjoy my video. That's why you guys subscribe, I guess, right? So, in this 100 subscriber video, right, I want to do something that is slightly different. So I'm doing this presentation kind of format, and I think by presentation kind of format, right, I think I can talk easier lah because I have some topics to talk about, then got some point form, right? So it's like me presenting during my work or during my school, right? So this is actually easier for me to actually explain why I actually choose to contribute more to the CPF. So just a little bit of background of myself, right, is that I am Indonesian and I have been staying in Singapore since 2014. So actually I have a separate video that I actually already posted. And if you want to know more detailed about my life, why I came to Singapore, what did and what did I do, right, you can actually watch that video. So this video, this slide is just a brief introduction on it so that you guys know why am I talking about this. So basically, I stayed in Singapore since 2014, and I went to secondary school, took O level, and then went to poly, and then finally go to university. So after I graduate from uni, I actually now working full time as an engineer in one of the biggest semiconductor company, which is AMD lah. So this topic is actually about those people that just become a PR. And I want to make this video because I feel like there is not much information in YouTube about this kind of topic. And I understand that most of you guys actually from Singapore, and I assume that most of you guys are Singaporean. So because of that, I understand if you guys don't want to watch this video because this is not related to you guys. So this video is just for me to just share about my opinion and for me to actually show people that just become PR what is the choices that they have. So that's why I want to make this video lah. So actually applied. If you see these slides, right, I actually applied PR during my study about 3 times, but all rejected. But finally, I just become PR in 24 when I actually work in AMD already. So let's just go straight so that I don't need to make this video very long. So what is the contribution rate for just people that just become a PR? Sorry, the spelling is a bit bad lah. I mean the grammar here. I mean I'm a C6 English lah, and I'm actually proud of about it because I actually passed my English. Anyway, separate topic. So if you see here, right? Okay, let me change into a laser pointer. I hope that the video can see. Let me double check. Okay, the video can see. Okay, so right, when you just become a PR in your first year, you can actually contribute about 4% of your salary to the CPF. So if you guys don't know what the CPF about, you can search in YouTube. There are a lot of influencers that talk about what is CPF and how to actually optimize your CPF. But high level wise, CPF is basically is the government policy where we can actually save up the money to buy house or for our future retirement or pay for insurance. So in this video, right, I will be talking only for the CPF OA because the main reason why I want to contribute more, I will explain it later. And it is more related to the OA. So it's not related to the SA or it's not related to the MA. So if you see from this table, the first year actually the employer will contribute only 4%, not 17%. So when you actually, but you only contribute 5%. So you actually get more cash and you can actually use the money for elsewhere. So for the second year, you will contribute more. So for employer, you will contribute about 9%. But for yourself, the workers, you will contribute about 15%. So this table comes from this website called Swing5. So you can search about this. I will put the link below if you want to read more detail about it. So after you actually finish your first year and second year become a PR, right? You need to contribute the full amount, which is 20% for yourself, and the employer will actually contribute about 17% of your salary to the CPF. When you just become PR, some company actually allows you to choose whether you want to go for graduate or called GG, FG or FF. For my company, I cannot choose the FG. I can only choose GG or FF. Or I think it's FG or GF also can. So basically what does it mean is that instead of you gradually contributing your salary to the CPF, you can actually directly contribute to the 20% for the first year, second year, and third year. So that is the choice that I made, where I actually contribute 20% of my salary to the CPF. And the reasoning is that I did some calculation, which I will show in the next slide, right? I want to show proof. The reason why I want to show proof is that I'm actually working in data analytic tool team, right? So this is the habit that I have where when I actually saying something, I need to give the evidence. So this is the reason why I will show you the calculation later. I want to talk about why the government actually give us this choice, right, for those PRs. So the reason is that if the government directly take 20% of your salary to the CPF, some people actually got the shock that, okay, I got a pay cut technically, that I will take home lesser cash, and they might need to pay rent, they might need to pay for the food for the kids, so they need to have some time to actually adjust that cash cut. I don't say it's a pay cut, I will say it's a cash cut, take home cash cut, right? So that's the main reason why the government implement this policy, which is I actually understand, and this is actually a very good policy that the government did lah. Okay, so the next thing that I want to say is that out of this all your the CPF contribution that you contribute, right? You need to, there are 3 accounts that you need to contribute in the CPF, which is ordinary account, special account, and MediSave. High level wise is that special account is for your retirement related. MediSave is for those insurance or medical expenses related. Ordinary account is actually for people to invest or people to actually pay for the house. So the main reason why I choose the 20%, okay, I will say the reasoning now. I want to save money for buying a house maybe in about 3 years time, right? And because of that purpose, I will talk about more ordinary account. So I want to show you guys that by contributing more of my money into the ordinary account, technically I will have more money saved for my house in the future by the end of the 3 years, right? So that's the main reason why I actually choose the 20%. Because if you think about it, right, CPF is still your money, even though it's locked, but it's still your money. And company, if I choose the FF, the company actually needs to pay about 17% instead of the 4% in your first year. And technically, right, if you think about it, it is actually you earn more money, right? Because 17 minus 4 is 13%. So technically you get about 13 percent pay raise, but it doesn't go to your cash or to your bank account. Instead, it goes to your CPF, right? So I need to calculate whether this actually makes sense, because my main purpose is actually to buy a house. So I chose FF as I mentioned just now, right? So this is the table that I have, right? So I went to search Google, quick one. What is the average fresh grad salary in Singapore as an engineer? So I found out that it's 4.5. I cannot disclose my current salary is because of the company policy. So what I can do is that I take the average income based on the statistic that I found in Google lah. Okay, so this is actually the rates of, if you didn't choose the FF, if you choose the normal rate, right? So first year 4% from employers, and from you is 5%. Then second year is 9% from employers, then from you is 15%, and then the third year is 17%, which is the full amount from the employer, and from you is 20%, which is the full amount. So this is the total money that you will top up to the CPF per month, right? So how I calculated this is that very easy, 4 plus 5%, 9% times this. So I get this number lah, okay? So this table on the left, if let's say you choose the GG, which is the never contribute 20%, right? So on the right here, if you contribute 20%, so what I did is that I tried to think like, if let's say I never choose FF, so I will have extra 15%, right? Because I only take 5% and put it into the CPF, so I have 15% cash extra technically lah, right? So this 15%, I will treat it as like I save it for my house in the future, right? So in total, both of them are, I need to withdraw, keep it, save it for the house. So it's 20%, okay? So if you see here, 15%, right, is about $675. And the CPF OA here is actually 0.625. So this number here, no, 0.6217. So this number here multiplied by this number here, 405. So I want to know how much it goes into my CPF OA, which I can use it for my house, right? So this is the total. So I just plus them. So I just contribute everything until the first year, right? So I assume that this interest is the CPF OA interest, which is 2.5% per annum. So to make my calculation easy, right, I just do per annum lah. So the total here I just times 2.5, then I just plus it here, right? So this is the total balance that I will have lah. So I'll do the same thing for the second year and the third year, right? So third year, because I contribute 20%, I assume that I won't save any money, right, for my house by cash, right? Because I save all using CPF. So if you see here, I will have about a total of $35,251, right? But from this, if you break down, right, I will have about 24,000 in CPF and 10,000 in cash. So that's how I get this number. But if let's say, right, I contribute the FF, which is the employee need to pay extra 13%, and I need to pay about 15% extra, right? So in my case, because my expense is quite low and my saving rates is quite high, that's why I can actually choose this opportunity lah. So not everyone can actually do this, I understand. So this is just my sharing, and I do my calculation so that it shows that, okay, I did my planning lah. So this one, the calculation is simpler, right? Because all the way it will be all the same. So then this interest is actually compound interest, right? So this is the first 12 months only compounded at the second year and then the third year, right? So you will have about 39,000 by the end of the 3 years. So if you see here 39,000 and 35,000, you actually save about 4,000 more. It's just that the cash that you have is $0, right? So that's why it depends on you. For myself, right, is that I don't mind not holding the cash, because anyway I will use this money to pay my house in the future. That's why I choose to actually contribute more. This video is actually just me sharing to you guys about what is the thinking behind my decision, right? So you know that I actually not making decision anyhow. So this is the proof that I have. And for those people that just become a PR, so I hope that this video can teach you and understand that you have a choice. You can check with your company if the company actually allows you to choose this kind of FF or GG, right? I hope that this video actually being helpful for you guys. And yeah, so this is the 100 subscriber special video where I do some presentation. Next week, right, is a Chinese New Year week, so I don't have time to actually make videos. So this is a video that I record before the Chinese New Year. I hope you understand lah. So I need to celebrate my Chinese New Year with my families. I will go back to Indo tomorrow, so that's why I will not able to make any videos lah. I will see how. Maybe I got the time, then I just can talk a little bit in my video lah. But if I don't have time, probably my next video will be 1 week later. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video once again. And thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And I hope that you guys learned something from this video. If you guys got any advice to me, right, you can just comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.